Will you shut up, man?
Listen. Hey, jazz man, I've got a very presidential answer for this. Our jobs are fleeing this country. They're going to Mexico. They're going to China. Today we've got the leaders from the Baltic states. We've got Estonia, Lithuania, and I want to say Stankonia. Martha, tonight I'm going to do three things. I'm going to huff, I'm going to puff, and I'm going to blow this whole thing.
Okay, Mr. Trump, 2 more minutes.
The thing about the blacks is that they're killing each other. Okay, that's it from me. Let's do the Baltics quick and get out of here. Gypsy woman, you're first. God, I love coal. I know you guys have suffered terribly, worse than anyone, and as president, I promise, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you people work in coal for the rest of your lives. And your kids will work in coal, and your grandkids, and it's going to be incredible.
He says climate change is a hoax invented by China.
It's pronounced China. Now, before I turn over to these freak shows here, I'd just like to read a prepared statement to prove that I can read, okay? So here goes. It was just me and Sean, late at night. I leaned over and I whispered in his ear, Sean, I'm against the war in Iraq. And then he whispered in my ear, I'm against the war too. And the next thing I knew, I was kissing Sean Hannity.
Mr. Trump, same question. Do you feel you're modeling appropriate and positive behavior for today's youth?
No, next.
So you don't care about the kids?
Anderson, I love kids, okay? I love them so much I marry them. These three came all the way from Hufflepuff.
Let's take another question. This one comes from James Carter.
Good evening, Mr. Trump.
Oh, no. Martha, this black man is attacking me. Also, speaking of black men, you know who else should be in jail? Hillary Clinton. She's committed so many crimes. She's basically a black. In Trump's America, men work in two places, coal mines and Goldman Sachs. In the past, I have been big and loud, but tonight, I am a sweet little baby Trump.
That is good to hear. Our first question is for you, and it is about reproductive rights.
They're ripping babies out of vaginas. Because it is. I have the best judgment and the best temperament. She's the one with the bad temperament. She's always screaming. She's constantly lying. Her hair is crazy. Her face is completely orange, except around the eyes where it's white. And when she stops talking, her mouth looks like a tiny little butthole. I have a fantastic relationship with Mexico, okay? I have personally met with the Mexican president. I forget his name. I think it was something like Mr. Guacamole. I'm sorry, excuse me, Senor Guacamole. I also met his beautiful wife, Taquito. And their twin children, Chips and Salsa. And get this, I've even got the best Baldwin brother, Stephen Baldwin. Terrible. This is the exact problem I have. My wife doesn't want to move either. So she lives 200 miles away. It's costing the federal government millions of dollars. It's nuts, am I right? But she says she loves her own bed. Wives can be crazy, am I right? They can be crazy. Every day I turn on the news, and all of the newscasters are making me look so bad.
And how are we doing that?
By taking all of the things I say and all of the things I do and putting them on TV.
All right, so your travel ban has been rejected as unconstitutional once again, but here you are. What are we doing here, man?
Well, thank you, Judge, or what do you call a lady judge? A flight attendant? Something like that? Okay, right. Here we go. Here we go. Big plan. Big plan. Google, what is ISIS? Oh, my God, there are questions, too. What is this, a full work day? Okay, make it quick.
Sir, being president is not going to be easy, but we'll get through it if we work hard together.
Thank you, Mike. Oh, and Mike, you're going to do everything, right?
Yes, sir.
I just had a great health exam. I'm still standing 6'7", 185 pounds, shredded. Okay.
First of all, Mr. Trump, you understand this is a TV court, right?
That's okay. I'm a TV president. We have a tremendous amount of drugs flowing into this country. From the southern border, or the brown line, as many people have asked me not to call it.
That's the same thing as Obamacare, and if you repeal it, 20 million people will lose their health insurance. I mean, people could die.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm about to be president. We're all going to die. Next question. I love you, Mike. You're the reason I'm never going to get impeached. So I'm going to sign these papers for emergency, and then I'll immediately be sued, and the ruling will not go in my favor, and then I'll end up in the Supreme Court, and then I'll call my buddy Kavanaugh, and I'll say it's time to repay the Donnie, and he'll say, new phone, who dis? Look, you're asking the wrong guy, because I friggin' love tariffs. Not as much as Wall, but I do love them. Attorney General William Barr, please stand up, William. Congratulations, this guy's gonna do such a great job, but still, he's working for me, so I give him 3 months tops, okay? They're bad dudes coming in here, bad hombres, bad boys, what you gonna do? Hello, thank you for coming. I'd like to start by answering the question that's on everyone's mind. Yes, this is real life. This is really happening. Hello, hi, how's it going? Let's make this quick, because I've got a lot of trade wars to escalate here, okay? That's why I just announced tariffs on more Chinese products, including fireworks and finger traps. I am so excited to live in the White House. I'm even going to have a little pet, like all the presidents do. Bill Clinton had socks, Barack Obama had Bo, and I'll have Paul Ryan. Because Wall works. Wall makes safe. You don't have to be smart to understand that. In fact, it's even easier to understand if you're not that smart.
Your Honor, it was our conclusion that the ban violated the Establishment Clause because it included a religious test.
Wrong. Overruled.
President Trump, that's enough, okay?
I'll allow it. Do not congratulate Putin. No, wait, that's a note to me. Okay. God, I'm loving this press conference. I love the press. I respect the press. Let's take another question from the press.
Hi, yeah, I'm from BuzzFeed, and
No, not you, BuzzFeed. You're a failing pile of garbage.
He hasn't released his tax returns, which means he's either not that rich,
Wrong.
not that charitable,
Wrong.
or he's never paid taxes in his life.
Warmer. Who else has a question? I love the press.
yes, Jim Acosta, CNN.
No, not CNN either. You're overrated. You're fake news. The great Baltic nations, even in the game Monopoly, Baltic Avenue was always my favorite property. Siri? How do I kill ISIS? This is a BlackBerry. Big, beautiful boobs and buildings, big, beautiful boobs and buildings, big, beautiful boobs and buildings. Martha, she is trying to silence these women, but they need to be respected. They need their voices heard.
What about all the women accusing you of sexual assault?
They need to shut the hell up. Time to freestyle. First up, a big congratulations to Vladimir Putin. Testing. Gina. Huge Gina. I've turned over all my businesses to my 2 sons, Beavis and Butthead. They're here today. Can we get a shot of them? Look at those 2 little American psychos. This whole presidency is a 4-year cash grab, and admitting that will probably get me 4 more years, okay? But I do not care about any of you, okay?